Hey guys, Legendary Grimlock here, and today I have the Ultrazord versus Jaguar. I'm basically making this video to kind of space out the story details, so expect a second versus matchup after this one, probably for tomorrow. So let's begin here. Jaguar was originally a concept made by, I think, a kid as well, and, well, that kid won, and lo and behold, Jaguar became a part of the Godzilla franchise. Jaguar is a machine powered by the red sand, which is a magical, pretty much a magical energy, and this magical energy gives him all the powers and abilities he needs. He's strong enough to one-shot Godzilla, being able to beat down Megalon and Gigan, and has actually been able to overpower him. He's even been able to physically harm and even damage the likes of Destroyer. Now, you might say, well, why are you quoting the movies? Today, I'm going to be using both the comics and the movies for Megalon, as his opponent is from both comics and, well, a TV show. So, pretty fair. So he possesses this incredible durability. He's actually been able to tank attacks from characters like Destroyer. He's actually unfazed by Godzilla's atomic breath, simply blasting him, and a tail slam following up on him. And he's been able to take Megalon's electricity and Gigan's with his saw hands, by the way. So, yeah, in all honesty, Jaguar is insanely durable, easily down to the molecular level, and he has a small scale healing factor or automated repair system. However, too much damage and the repair system really doesn't work. Or it does work, but it keeps him functioning long enough to, well, stay in the fight and finish it, okay? Now, onto his speed. He would easily scale to characters like Sawblade Gigan, or Gigan 2.0, I should really be saying here. And this is important because Gigan himself, in his, what's the word I'm looking for? In his, I would basically say, like, his base level state has been able to navigate through space pretty easily, and Gigan in his other forms have been able to pretty much just blitz and just overpower, blitz and pretty much just take out ships that are capable of moving faster than light. Okay, so Gigan is able to blitz ships that are pretty much capable of moving faster than light. So yeah, there you have it for the Gigan speed scaling, right? Now, Jaguar scaling, speed scaling, right? So, Jaguar is capable of, I would have to say he has a plethora of abilities, but we won't be using, the laser rate, because apparently that's only canon to the games. Yeah, I know, crazy, ain't it? But Jaguar himself is capable of using this red sand or this magical energy, right, in order to shrink. He actually shrinks so small, he's able to bypass their durability and even armor of certain monsters and machines and get inside them. He also possesses hydrogen breath, which, as you guys should know, being able to literally freeze objects, okay? He also possesses great hand-to-hand techniques, and he actually possesses the ability to fire this red sand energy in a very controlled or a very focused and powerful beam, capable of knocking around and even taking down the likes of Megalon and Gigan. So there you honestly have it. Now, if you guys really want to go into the scaling on how to get him to Universal, you could literally just use King Ghidorah, who's been said to be the strongest monster and surpassed every monster on Earth. This includes Godzilla, and easily scale him above Desi or Death Ghidorah. And bada bing, bada boom, you have a monster that's pretty much universal in power, and he's able to take him on. Okay? So that would be Jaguar for you. Now onto the Dino Ultrazord. And by the way, I will be giving a full power scaling video on pretty much the Mighty Morphin Megazords pretty soon, because these guys are astronomically more powerful than I expected. But today we'll keep it at Universal. So, like I said in my last video, the Dino Ultrazord scales above the Dino Megazord, who, as you guys can see here, was able to not only run at a Heisei Godzilla, but was able to stalemate him. Basically, they hit each other with their strongest attacks. Both went down. Bada bing, bada boom, and, well, it's It's history after that. Now, during this time period here, at the end of the book, or at least at the end of the series here, the Ultrazord comes out and is able to match a Godzilla, an Godzilla, that was able to, you know, hang with King Ghidorah, and they both were able to knock them out together, showing that they have very comparable, I would say, attack potency. So, yeah, in all honesty, they would have very comparable attack potency, and from that point on, they would basically show that they're relative to each other, I would say. So, Heisei Godzilla easily scales to, again, the King Ghidorah scaling I provided earlier, and like I said earlier, you know, it would go inside with King Ghidorah as all that good stuff, and and all that. But let's actually talk about the Ranger scaling itself, right? So the Power Rangers themselves are able to take on beings like Lord Zedd's Zord, Serpentera. Okay, so Serpentera is a Zord that's actually astronomically much more powerful than I'm about to give here. But again, remember, I'm keeping it in the tier of Universal. And Serpentera was able to actually contain the power of, I think it was the Hall of, let's see, what was it called? I think it was the Hall of Heroes, or the Hall of Helium, or something like that. And it was able to contain this energy within its body. And this energy was enough to pretty much destroy the universe. Okay? So this was pretty much enough energy to destroy the universe and pretty much rip open space and time. And Lord Zedd himself was able to hold that, even giving Serpentera credit, saying it was just the strongest of any Zord, or any, evil Zord that he's ever had. So again, Serpentera is by no means in any form or shape a joke. And sorry. And you have the full power Ultrazord, who's able to go toe-to-toe with that. So, what does that mean here? Now, first off, we have to talk about Titanus. Now, Titanus is, again, like in the last video I stated, I would say it's around the same level as the Godzilla. This is due to the scaling it has, being above the Thunder Zord, or the Thunder Megazord, even above the Dinozords and Dragon Zords, even the White Tiger Zord. All that scaling, considering the fact that these characters were able to fight against Serpentera, who's still able to contain a power that's capable of ripping apart space and time. And Titanus should be equal to Serpentera, if not slightly, lesser. But completed, the Dino Ultrazord is able to compete with Serpentera pretty easily. So, without further ado, let's begin this. Let's really break this fight down. Who wins more often than not? And what I mean by more often than not, I mean who's going to take the 6 out of 10 W. So, first things first, obviously advantages, right? Now, in terms of skill and speed, I would have to say Jaguar takes the edge, and it's by a large margin. Yes, the Dino Ultrazord does have massively faster than light scaling, but with Jet Jaguar, it's more apparent, it's more consistent as well. Jet Jaguar is out here fighting against and even blitzing monsters that can blitz, faster than light objects or faster than light vehicles. Now, yes, the Megazord does have its faster than light scaling. This comes from the Dinozords, or, the Dino Thunder Zords, with the Dragozord being able to actually escape Earth's atmosphere and fly all the way into outer space in little less than 5 minutes. And this is when he wasn't trying. Now, when he tries, he's actually much faster than the Megazord and is able to dodge laser pulses, which are 300 times faster than the speed of light, and this is via our own calcs. Now, I would say the Megazord also takes the physical advantages. This is what I mean by that. And that strength and durability, I would also say it has a lot more firepower to deal with than Jet Jaguar has. However, I would say Jet Jaguar takes the hacks advantage, with him being able to shrink down and bypass his opponent's durability. And this is where I think the fight kind of shifts into Jet Jaguar's favor. Now, the Megazord's firepower, or the Ultrazord's firepower, is definitely a problem. Anyone's gonna, argue with me about the Dino Ultrazord having much more firepower than Jet Jaguar. However, however, the problem the problem with this here is that the Ultrazord is going to have a hard time hitting Jet Jaguar. And I think that with him having a hard time hitting Jet Jaguar, and with Jet Jaguar actually being a lot smarter and a lot more cognitive, a lot more maneuverable, I do think Jet Jaguar would definitely take the W, if not take this fight more often than not. Now you might say, whoa, whoa, whoa. How does Godzilla lose to the Ultrazord, but Jet Jaguar wins? This is because Jet Jaguar not only has a lot more intelligence, but he has an attack that the Ultrazord cannot block nor counter. The Ultrazord can counter everything that Godzilla has, including his red spiral ray. Even, he can just put up his shields. He can put up all of his defenses. However, Jet Jaguar is meant to specifically bypass defenses and is able to get the upper hand on his opponents because of it. All right. So at the end of the day, I would have to say Jaguar takes this more often than not. I would have to say he takes the 6 out of 10 victory until the Megazord can actually find a very good way to bypass the door, pretty much block a durability bypass. But anyway, that's going to be all for today, you guys. Please comment down below, like and subscribe and share with your friends, and I'll see you guys for the next versus battle. Peace.